What's up, Blue Jay fans? Rob Scott of the Jay Talking Podcast back with another game day recap. Boston Red Sox at the Rogers Center. Boston comes in 8-5, third in the AL East. The Blue Jays are bottom dwellers of the majors, not just the AL East. They come in 2-10. And things are looking ugly against a team that is probably starting to roll a little bit in the Red Sox. They're starting to get their groove on. They're starting to get their panties in a bunch. And here we go, 8-5. Brian Johnson making his ML debut. He's got a nice story to him. He's gone through a lot of issues. He's going against Marcus Stroman, 1-1 with a 1.76 ERA on the season. But Boston hit .371 against him last year. That covers 3 starts. But Marcus has been good through the first complete game the Jays have seen since 2015. News and notes on the day, J.A. Happ was officially put on the DL. The problem with his elbow turned out to be inflammation. If you want to go see the video that I did on the injury update on Happ, Donaldson, and Sanchez, you can go do that on my channel. That was posted today. But we are still unsure. I was talking to a doctor on Twitter, and we are unsure. Something that I learned, whether specifically what is the problem with the inflammation, what is driving the inflammation, is it a tendon, is it a ligament, or is it in the joint? So, you know, you keep saying that it's good, and it is pretty good news. I think universally that's accepted, but we still don't seem to have an exact pinpoint of what the problem is. So I'm sure we'll learn more. Jays call up relief pitcher Danny Barnes. We've seen him last year. He was 0-1 with a 3 ERA in 6 innings and 8 Ks at AAA. And utility man Ty Kelly, who was just 2 for 8 this season in AAA. Let's look at the stats. Red Sox offense, we know, is going to be a slugging, elite, top of the league type of offense. They're off to a bit of a slow start this year in runs scored in particular. In other categories, they're doing exactly what they should be doing. They're first in average, 287. First in OP on base percentage, 353. 14 in slugging at 401. 7th in OPS at 755. They've stolen just 5 bases. That puts them 19th in the league. And they are dead last in home runs, believe it or not, 6th. And they're 15th in runs scored. Toronto offense has been miserable. We all know it. They are the only team ahead of the Red Sox in home runs. They're 29th with just 1 up. They're last in runs. They are 27th in average at 212. Their on-base percentage is 280. That's 29th in the league. 312 slugging. That's 30th. Dead last in OPS at 592. And they did have a stolen base yesterday, but when I checked the ESPN stat page today, they put them back to 0 steals, which is pathetic in its own right, but just 1 steal attempt, so they're dead last in steals. They would have been dead last anyway, but I don't know what happened to that 1 steal if it was taken back after a game. Doesn't matter. Pitching. Overall staff, Boston, 3.92 ERA. That's 18th in the league. The Blue Jays, 4.49. That's 23rd overall. The starters for the Red Sox, that is going to be their issues, especially with their depth and their injuries. They have a 5.18 ERA. That's 29th in the league right now. The Blue Jays starters are 19th in the league at a 4.06 ERA. Boston relievers, very good. 4th overall, 1.84 ERA, though they got beat around a little bit tonight. And the Blue Jays relievers, as could be expected, or at least as I expected, 5.22 ERA, 23rd overall. I mean, that will come down, but I see their ERA coming down into the low 4s, but I don't see their standing rising overall in the league. They'll be bottom 20. So let's get right to the scoring. I'll try and run through this real quickly because it's late and I got kids that are going to be up early and I'm going to be very tired. Bottom of the first, Blue Jays started off. They went up 2-0. A Kendrys Morales single, scored Pilar's double, and then Justin Smoke doubled and scored Morales. Tulo did get thrown out at the plate. That was 2-0 bottom of the first. Top of the third, Boston, Mookie Betts, what a player. RBI single scored Xander Bogaerts. That was followed by a Mitch Moreland single to score Andrew Benintendi. That's a very nice young player. And Betts. Boston responded and went up 3-2. Bottom of 3, Blue Jays tied it up. A Justin Smoke 369-foot home run to deep left center. Tied it at 3-3. We move to the top of the 5. Hanley Ramirez doubles to score Betts. Moreland then doubles in Ramirez, and Sandoval singles in Moreland. Boston takes a big 6-3 lead. Bottom 5, Toronto does respond on a Russ Martin, his first blast of the season. 425-foot shot to deep left center. He's gone back-to-back with 20 home runs in the last 2 seasons. We'll see if he can do it again at his advancing age. But still a great body on him, eh? Top of the 7th, Boston, Mookie Betts responds with a big blast, 387-foot shot. Boston now 7-4, and we pretty much could put the covers on that game. Top of 8th, they add a little insult to injury. Andrew Benintendi, a ground rule double. Sandoval scores, now 8-4 Boston. I actually did not write down the scoring in the bottom of the 9th, but the Blue Jays did add 3 to make it exciting on a 2-run home run by Ezekiel Carrera. That was one of the big blasts, 8-7, but that would be the way it was ended. Blue Jays lose again. They fall to 2-11. Red Sox go to 9-5 on the year. Boston's offense had 15 hits, scored 8 runs, a home run, 3 walks, 8 Ks, and left 15 men on base. Mookie Betts, Mitch Moreland, and Pablo Sandoval all had 3 hits. Xander Bogaerts had 2. Toronto offense, Kevin Pillar, 3 for 5 with a run. All 3 hits were doubles. That's a career first for him, 3 doubles in 1 game. Justin Smoke had a pretty good game, 2 for 5 home run, 2 ribbies, and a run scored. Tulo was 2 for 5. That batting average is coming up, as well as Pillar, who's been playing very well lately. Russ Martin, 1 for 4 with a home run, a walk, 2 runs scored. Kendrys Morales, 1 for 5, a run and a ribby. And Ezekiel Carrera had that pinch hit blast in the 9th. Home run, 2 RBIs for him. Jays had 12 hits, 7 runs, 3 home runs on the night, so they pull ahead, or they continue their lead on Boston in the home run race for last. They walked twice, didn't strike out once. I don't believe, no, because Devin Travis hit a soft liner to finish the game, and they only left 1 man on base. Well, I guess including, no, that would have been it. No, did they get 1 guy out? I don't remember. Doesn't fucking matter. It's getting late. They lost. That's what matters. Boston pitching, Brian Johnson, he did get the win, 5 innings. He was not very good. 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks, 2 bombs he gave up. Heath Hembry came in, tossed 2 innings and 2 hits, a walk and a K. Fernando Abad, 2/3, 1 hit. Matt Barnes cleaned it up. Almost did not get out of it. 1 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and a home run. Toronto pitching, Marcus Stroman, after that complete game effort, beautiful start to the season. He was ugly for this evening. He fell to 1-2, tossed 4 2/3, 11 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. ERA went up to 4.05. Dominic Leon, inning and a third. His ERA now 2.45 for him, and his whip of 0.68. Very, very good for him. Good start. Joe Smith, a home run in 1 inning, 2 Ks. His ERA 3. Ryan Tepera will probably be sent down to AAA after this start. He went 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 K, and Danny Barnes closed it out with an inning and a third and just a walk, no runs for him. So good ending for him. Tomorrow, the Jays back at it with the Red Sox, 8:07 Atlantic, 7:07 Eastern, 8:37 Newfie time. On the hill for the 9-5 Red Sox are last year's Cy Young, Rick Porcello. He has not been good his last 2 starts, so hopefully that's something the Jays and the ever-improving offense of the Jays the last few days can take advantage of. He'll be facing Francisco Liriano, who was good in his last start, but he is 0-1 with a 9 ERA. And that's it for today. I want you to remember to comment on this video if you want to, or just give it a thumbs up. But subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to put out some good content for you, and I hope you appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow with another Game Day recap.